Hey everyone, it's your girl Miss Solomon from thedatingtruth.com. Don't forget that you can subscribe to this channel up above and follow me on Twitter at The Dating Truth. Now today I wanted to do a video about patience. Now I've done videos on this before and I've written about it lots of times, but still single adults can be a little impatient when it comes to dating. We want answers. We want to know where we stand. We want to know how the other person feels. We want so much so soon that we lose all sense of what's appropriate, what is productive, and essentially what's going to get us what we ultimately want, which may or may not be a relationship, sex, a life partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. When you meet somebody for the very first time, you have to understand that it's possible and very likely that you really don't know them that well. And I know that we can spend lots of time with somebody. We can exchange emails if we meet online. We can exchange G-chats, and it can seem like we know them really, really well because we're sharing so much information, but we don't know them. Like, we really don't. Like, you really need to accept when you don't know someone, whether their behavior seems characteristic or uncharacteristic, whether they're showing you who they are or you are trying to fit them into a creation of your future husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're not quite fitting into that mold. We are so eager to get what we want that we become impatient and we don't take stock in what's actually appropriate in dating. One of the things single people like to do is immediately cut off every other person they're dating once they decide that they want someone to be their boyfriend or their girlfriend. It's a sign of insecurity. You need to let the courtship develop. You need to let it unfold. You need to have a conversation of exclusivity before you go and decide that this person is going to be in your life for the long term. I have seen it time and time again when you meet somebody that you like, you don't know them that well, but all of a sudden you want them to call you every day. You want them to see you every weekend. You want to make plans well in advance. You want to say, I love you quickly, start moving in together, start talking about marriage. All of these things we rush so soon. I know women especially have that innate quality of envisioning a wedding, him meeting your parents, him hanging out with your friends in just a matter of seconds. I mean, they say that a woman already knows the minute she meets a man whether she wants to sleep with him or not. Now, whether or not that is true or whether or not it can be proven true or false, we automatically make these judgments of what it is we want from somebody. And the minute they agree to go out with us, it is like a race to that goal. Like, I can't wait to kiss them. I can't wait to get them into bed. I can't wait to be their girlfriend. I can't wait to be their boyfriend. I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to do this, that, and with the other. And we are just rushing these steps. We are like sitting like an impatient child, tapping our way through the date with complete and utter anxiety because we want to get to that next level. And doesn't it seem a little ridiculous? I mean, if you cannot have the patience to wait for a phone call or a text, you really think you're going to be able to spend the rest of your life with this person? I mean, how does that work? We are so eager to get somebody into our grasp, like to make them our partner, to pull them into our lives, that we don't look at what is appropriate in dating. And we don't keep in mind the fact that this person is a stranger, okay? Would you trust them with your kids? Would you trust them with your life? Would you even tell them your social security number? Would you give them a key to your apartment? Like, what are you willing to give to this person that you really don't know that well yet? You want to marry this person? You want them to be your boyfriend? You want them to be your girlfriend? Like, you cannot wait to see them every single day for the rest of your life? Are you kidding me? You're going to scare that person away. I'm already terrified and I don't even know you. All I'm saying is that when you meet somebody for the very first time, you want to look at it not only from a logical standpoint, but you want to look at the timetable of whether you were to have a job or to make a friend or to, have a babysitter or a nanny or a house cleaner. Like, your level of trust has to be equal to the length of time you've known this person and to how well you know them. So if somebody tells you they're going to call you at 6 and they don't call you until 8, let them call you at 8 and think in the back of your mind, okay, well, maybe this person isn't very timely. Maybe when they say 6, they really mean 8. Like, I'm going to take this, digest it, kind of put it in that character bank and see what happens the next time. No. That's not what you do, is it? When someone says they're going to call you at 6 and they call you at 8, you flip the fuck out, don't you? Yes, you do. You ignore their call. You're like, what are they doing? Where are they at? You're blowing them up before they even have a chance to call you the very first time. You are so ready to jump that gun and find out what happened. And you want to know, why you're not a priority and whatever. We can't do this, people. We can't. When you're dating, you have to be patient. You have to take in every single thing as it happens. You have to live in that moment, and you have to stop yourself, and you have to stop your imagination from creating a future that does not exist. It's okay to have goals. It's okay to want to get to know this person. It's okay to say, you know what, I think I found the one, and I'm going to act as if they are going to be in my life a very long time, which means that the present is not as critical as the future. It's just like a savings account. You may be just putting in $25 at a time, but it's going to build into that $1,000. It's going to build into that $2,000, $3,000. You don't put in $4,000 in your savings account and end up with $4,025. That's not an investment, okay? You start with very little and you let it grow. That is what dating and life is all about. You plant a seed, you nurture it, you water it, you give it sunlight, you give it space and lots of love, and it grows. You don't plant a tree. You don't plant a tree. You have to have patience. You have to let everything develop in its own time and on a natural course, and you cannot rush it if the other person is not ready, if they're not willing, if they're really not about what you're about, because you're going to scare them away. That is what happens when we rush. We ruin things. You ever try to do anything in a hurry? Try to do your makeup in a hurry, try to do your hair in a hurry, try to cook in a hurry? You can sometimes ruin what you're trying to do. You end up worse off by rushing it. You basically end up having to do it again. So don't rush. Take your time. Be patient. Accept what is happening. Embrace it. And when you want to jump that gun, when you find yourself wanting to act like you're in a 10-year relationship, but you've only known somebody 10 days or 10 months or 10 weeks, stop. Don't. Check yourself. Realize that just because you've spent every day with somebody for a month, it does not equate to knowing them for a year. It just doesn't. And so when you meet people that you like, when we meet people that we like, we have to take in consideration not only that we don't know them very well, but they don't know us very well either. And that's okay. The joy in dating is actually getting to know somebody a little bit better. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that you can subscribe to this channel up above and follow me on Twitter at The Dating Truth.